Hey everybody, once again, it's AJ with Just Keep Moomin TCG. Here we have the SorAz Starter Deck. It's featuring Tokino Sora and Ezuki. This is the starter deck. Got myself a whole display of this one too. There is a very, very important card in here that you can only get through the starter decks. I think there's actually two. Mane-chan and Madoka. Madoka is so cute. Oh my goodness, how do I open this thing? Oh, here we go. So I'm not gonna open every deck because they're all the same, but I'm going to at least show you what comes in it. The packaging is really nice. I think the choice of this pastel color, really nice. I actually got quite a few of these in Japanese when the game first came out. Wait, let me go get an X-Acto knife. All right. So the Mane-chan and the Madoka are going to be reprinted in all of the starter decks, so you don't have to feel pressed to get so many of them. But since this is the first starter deck to come out, I had to get quite a few so I could have all my decks ready. This is cool. This is a little punch-out sheet. You can count the damages or how much HP is remaining. And then this one, also super cool. I do want to do a how to play video at some point. Just haven't gotten around to filming it. Wasn't even sure what the name of this YouTube channel was going to be for up until probably like 20 minutes ago. So a cool little play mat. You got your life, the collab center, your Oshi, Hollow Power, which is a cool resource, and I love that you kind of have, like, if you've ever played Pokemon, you have two attackers, and then if you've ever played One Piece, you have a leader card as well. I do wish there were more graveyard decks. I do love playing through my graveyard, just having like another hand. Here they call it the archive. Oh wow, they use two? No, they just use one. Right? What to say that they use two of those plastics. All right, so you actually get two leaders here. That's why it's called the SorAz starter deck. So here is Sora. I think I do really want to play this deck because it draws a lot of cards. My favorite thing to do in card games is just to draw cards. And Ezuki, who I do think will be a good deck. Ezuki and Pakura are both going to be really good. Green's going to be a solid counter into the Promise deck because they do hit for weakness, which is just extra damage whenever they do use their abilities. I think that's what they're called. I can't remember what I don't want to call them attacks because that doesn't seem like the right verbiage. And also, she's a 6/6 life Oshi, so it's always good to play with a little bit of extra. So here are all the cheers. These are all the energies that you'll be getting. Everyone consomme debut Sora. Nice. What's really interesting is that anything with this extra text box here at the very bottom where it says extra, you can actually play as many of it as you want. Usually in most card games you can only play 4 copies of a card, and that's true to this card game too, unless it has that extra text box. Extra damage with this other debut Sora. First stage Sora. You're cute. Buzz Sora. These are like EX cards, Vs, GXs if you've ever played Pokemon. You actually lose 2 life if this gets downed. An Iris debut. So if you are looking to play the Promise deck, I have seen lists that we're playing at least one of these. It is cool because you get to look through your Hollow Power, which are usually cards that are just kind of lost for the entire game. But with her, you are able to draw out of it, which is cool. Debut Eskies. Nice. More debut Eskies. Need 2 of these starter decks to get a full play set of these. This card is pretty good. Collab effect. So whenever this card enters the collab area, you may roll a dice once. If it is 4 or less than the top card of your cheer deck, to one of your back holomem. Then, if it is 1, you may move this holomem to the back position. So, great way of accelerating energy. As-key, second as-key. So this is really good into blue decks because it'll hit for extra damage. You may roll a dice. If it is odd, add 50. Then, if it is 1, you can add another 50. So you could just knock out a stage 2 Suisei. Yofi. The SorAz. So I think this one lets you draw. A future I want to surpass. You may roll a dice. If it is odd, send the top card of your cheer deck to this holomem. If it is even, draw 1 card. So it does let you draw, but it also lets you accelerate energy, which is cool. Spot Amane Kanata. Oh, I forgot the Kiori was in here. Oh, nice. So these were the cards that I was talking about. These are support cards, specifically staff. So Nodoka lets you draw 3 cards. So, maybe draw out of a bad hand or, get you more action. And Mane-chan or Manager-chan, this card can only be used if you have 1 or more cards in hand, excluding this card. So you have to have at least 1 after this leaves your hand, but you'll get to shuffle back your hand and draw 5, which is such a powerful effect to reset. Normal PCs, which are really good to have. Sub PCs helps you thin the deck, lets you find a limited support, which is the Mane-chan and the Nodoka. I guess it lets you find this amazing PC, but I don't think a lot of lists are playing it because you do have to archive one of your cheers that is attached to one of your holomems, and there just isn't a lot of energy acceleration. Maybe you'll play it in the Kobo deck. Circle HoloLive listeners. I feel like this had a very different name in the JP game. First Gravity, which is the searcher for the Sora and ASCII or ASCII. This card is like all the searchers are so good. You could accidentally just draw 4 cards, quote unquote accidentally. I mean, if you build your deck right. Yeah, just being able to draw so many cards is insane. You always just want to have action, Make sure that you're always doing something. But this is the main reason why you pick up the starter decks for the Mane-chan, which is going to be a staple for a little while up until we get... Well, I guess in the next set, we get Mikorane, which is like an event for their little New Year's Eve show that they do, which is so cute. It's so fun to watch. I think the Mane-chan gets dropped out of the lists once that starts coming out, but it doesn't hurt to have it. And Nodoka, also a lot of decks will end up just playing this just because you do just want to keep digging deeper. So the main reason why you buy the starter deck is for these super good draw support and for these ladies. There are cards for their decks that are in the starter deck as well, but I think this is the only way you can get these Oshi leader cards. Or, well, they're called Oshi cards, but my One Piece brain is activating. Call them leaders in One Piece. But the cards look so incredible, and the quality of the card, too. Like, the card stock that they've chosen to use is, like, impeccable. So I have a lot of high hopes for this game. So this is the SorAz Starter Deck. So, guys, remember, keep being yourself. And just keep moving.